I haven't analyzed XRP during the live show in a while, and it's been hot right now. So let's go take a look at what it's doing on my origin lines. It is over here breaking rules. And again, the origin line rules are mostly applicable historically to Ethereum and Bitcoin. So given that XRP moves weirdly, it's one of the hardest coins to trade out there. You know, it did break an origin line rule. You went below this blue line, you used it as resistance, you did not hit this, and you're breaking above it. So the next target that easily could be its next target is somewhere up here. I mean, it could get in the mid 60s before it slows down. I would say that's my more bullish case. Is that my primary guess of where it goes before it has a deep correction? No, that's not my primary guess, but that number right there is definitely on the radar. Now let's take this origin line, type of play. It's not going to get there by the, let's see here. Let's give it a week. Yeah, so about 66 cents. So now let's go from this point and look left and see what type of horizontals are at this level and or below it. That might make it more difficult to bust up to there. So let's start looking left here, because if there's a nasty horizontal there that's super resistance, it has the odd effect of actually attracting price to it to get rejected. As weird as that sounds. Now this motherfucking fly landed on my torch. I couldn't get it. All right, so it's almost like a fly landed on the fly swatter. Like, son of a bitch. So looking left here, let me actually just make a horizontal. I don't know. Right here. Honestly, that is a big horizontal. That's massive. This is a very significant horizontal. Gosh. Honestly, it has a pretty decent chance of getting there. All right, so let me look at some things, and I haven't looked at EMAs yet either. So the weekly 10 is probably in play, stuff like that. That could stop it before it gets there. But that big, wow, yeah, this is a pretty important, man, it might be attracted towards there. It might go up all the way to 66. Shit, honestly, I think it's got like a 30 to 40% chance of happening. That's definitely in my top 3 scenarios, actually. I don't think it's my primary top one, but it has to be in the top 3 for this move. Expansion of volatility. So you have another major horizontal right here from this wick high all the way up to that wick low. So I think that's where it's at now. So these aggressive wicks, whether it's down or up. So this one is an aggressive up wick. This one is an aggressive down wick. It makes a pretty strong horizontal. And guess what? That's exactly almost to the penny where it stopped. Like it is to the penny. Yes, that is to the penny. It's to the like 100th of a penny. So seller stepped in at where that aggressive wick moving left, looking left is. So before I throw on EMAs, what you can say right now is, there are a lot of XRP traders out there, and there are a large group of them who trade horizontals, and those are pivot points where buyers who are pushing price up into there, some of those buyers immediately turn into sellers because they expect it to come down and they want to rebuy it before it breaks above, right? So even buyers at this point instantly flip to sellers. So therefore, the vector of force of buy pressure and sell pressure, like they can flip-flop pretty fast, right? But here's the thing. Before I throw in EMAs, if it can get back above there, sellers would then flip to buyers because that's the next major horizontal. That makes sense? So it's a tit for tat. It goes both ways. All right, now let's throw on the weekly 10 to see what's going on there. Yeah, so honestly, focusing on this line, exactly this wick high right there, that is pretty important. This is a huge, so 50 cents, psychological number, fucking A. Yeah. So this is a big pivot point for buyers and sellers. It could create an aggressive move up if it gets above there. And it would probably go up 16 cents straight. Yeah, that might give it the force to get all the way up there. All right, so now I'm going to throw in EMAs, and let's start finessing this just a little bit more. All right, the weekly 10. That can't be the weekly 10, is it? No fucking way. Is that the weekly 10? Holy cow. It is basing off of it. Huh. This could turn into a macro bullish move. Whoa. It could. Where's the weekly 21? Okay. All right, so I have something specific for you. So independent. So I would say keep that first structural analysis with horizontals in mind, but on an independent play, but it probably coincide as well. Independent yet it's not dependent, but it's independent yet coexisting with what the idea I'm about to show you. So they'll go hand in hand, but they're not dependent upon each other. Takeoff price. If red, so that's the weekly 10 and the weekly 21. The 21 is yellow, the 10 is red. Typically, so sometimes you'll get fake outs where the red crosses just for a little bit, but still price goes up a lot during those I guess a failed squeeze play, a failed bullish cross. So you have a bullish cross here, almost gets it. Oh, so let's zoom into this one. This could be about what's ready to happen, and it could do this exactly as price. Look how it fit in there like a damn Lego. Jeez. But this might be about what it's ready to happen. So I would say that if XRP is getting to 66 cents, the key to figure out, is this going to flip to a macro move, is if the 10, the red, can get above and stay above the yellow. And I think that if XRP were to get to 66 cents within the next 15 days, the red still will not have crossed the yellow. And it might look almost exactly like this. And it would be interesting to see it pull back from 66 cents and then land on this and see if it could get support. And if it could, if it starts going like this afterward, not even breaking these local highs at 66, the case of XRP leading crypto out of a bear market and separating from the stock market to some degree, that would be your first, hint that that's becoming more likely. Would it mean XRP is leading us out? No, not necessarily, but it would put a lot of merit to that thought process. And, if for example, that could all happen and it tags it, comes down from 66 cents, and for some reason there's a settlement with the SEC and it's labeled not a security, as it's finding this as support. And again, I don't know the time frame on that. That would have to happen before the new year. All right. So if you already know as an XRP fan that's not happening this calendar year, well, then what I'm saying is probably not valid. But if something like that were to happen, as it's hit 66 cents, came down, found support here, and then some settlement came out, then XRP would have a damn good chance of actually pulling crypto out of a bear market single-handedly. It really could have the power to do that. But a lot of things would have to happen. And that's exciting stuff to look at, but you'll be able to see it in the charts. It's just red and yellow. This is the bull cross. All right. This is when you're in a bull market, or when you have extremely increased chances of being in a bull market. Sometimes you'll get small fake out plays where red goes above yellow like this, and then you come back down. But yeah, so this is a second thing I would look out for. As it gets up here and it corrects from here, can it land on these two that will be together? That will be the key for the cool off. I'm making sense here. I really hope that was helpful for you.